Morning, Bettina and Kane. Hello, Coach Doris.
I'm sort of here.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
I love your, are they called, do they call them berets? It's really nice.
Yes. Yeah, you didn't want to see my hair.
So how's your week been?
My week's been good.
Yeah? Yeah, so do we have
Yeah.
some milestones or wins that you want to share with me?
Well, I'm in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and part of Georgia had snow, but where I live, nothing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But it's been cold, but not snow.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. It's the weather has actually been very strange in New Zealand. It's summer for us, but it's actually been hot and humid and cold, and so it's a bit of
Oh,
a switch
really?
between, yeah, it's a bit of a switch between all the different temperatures. So well, I've got fans out, I've got heaters out, so I'm switching between them. It's actually very, very strange. Hello, Iris,
Wow.
welcome.
Hi, Becky. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, we're just sharing
Good, good,
our
good.
wins and milestones of the week.
Okay, great. I have lots of milestones in the making. Haven't achieved much yet.
I think I think that's a tick. Work in progress is what I call achievement.
Yes,
So when you
yes,
got momentum going, it is work in
yeah,
progress. So that's an achievement. So
yeah, for sure, for
well
sure.
done, well done, good job. Cool. I think we're just actually on the hour, and I think we got Bettina and Kane here as well, but they don't seem to be right there at the moment. But I'm sure they are. Okay. Hello, welcome. Hello, Bettina. Welcome back. Oh, we don't seem to have volume for you. And Susan, welcome back.
Settings.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we
Okay,
can.
great.
Yeah. So we're just sharing a little bit of a win and milestone and achievements for the past week. Anything to
Yes,
share with us, Bettina?
And
yes,
Bettina has a huge
several.
win.
So yesterday I had my second free EFT webinar and it went extremely well. People were really excited and my Go Plus landing page is done and several of the workflows worked, but I have some questions now with Experientify because I used it 6 years ago
Yeah.
and so much has changed. It's all so much more comprehensive, but I am really confused about what I need to do in some of the
No,
sections. So I
no
would
problem.
love to get
Well,
a little help with that.
yeah, absolutely. We'll dive into that in a moment. And Susan, do you have something to share with us? Milestones. I know you're getting very close to finish your course.
I do have something to share. The course is live. Um,
Oh,
I think
congratulations.
I think there's still one problem with it, but it's live because I had to have it live because it's part of this giveaway, right? I don't know if anybody else has started going through it yet, but I did. I don't really have a mailing list at this point, but I've been just contacting people that I know, who might be interested. And I checked my stats for the giveaway, and two people did join the giveaway based on my link. So whether they've started my course, I haven't checked yet, but that was good, at least that I sent two people so far. It goes
Well
through this
done.
coming Sunday, so there's still more time.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah, and I actually figured out one piece that wasn't really a problem in the sense that it wasn't working. I just hadn't really taken the time to set it up. And that is, I tried to do what Murray had done in his Ultimate Free Leads course, and to ask people to leave feedback, and then they would get a bonus in exchange. And so I got that set up from Rachel's help last week of how to make the block appear. But then the next part I had to figure out was how to copy the feedback that they gave into a field where I could save it. And so I just researched it and kept investigating myself and figured it all out. So I was really pleased with that.
Very cool. Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
Okay, well, that's a lot of achievements this week, and I think work in progress has been work in progress is what everyone has done. So congratulations. Is very excited to hear that because I've got a lot of work in progress on my end as well. But that's I think we've got quite a few people, so that's jump into some questions. I think Coach Doris actually filled out questions. I know I'm sorry, Bettina has questions, so we'll just jump in one after another. But if that's okay, we'll start with Coach Doris.
Yes, thank you. My question is around something I don't think Experienceify could do when I first started a couple of years ago. But I like the idea. I'm in a course right now where it's a video-based course that you take on your own schedule.
Yep.
And then you schedule time with the coach or the facilitator, and so I was wondering if Experienceify would really is set up to do that kind of course where they buy in, but they take the course on their schedule, and then I'm scheduled only when they need to talk to me.
Absolutely. So the Experienceify is absolutely designed for that. So you just have to set up the course and the whole, you can set up the structure. So you preload the videos. So the video will release one after another. So you can set that as a automation to release when they finish, say, session 1, and you release session 2. And down the bottom, what you can do is that you can actually set up a calendar in the system for them to actually book a meeting with you. So it will just be a simple link. So they actually book the time that they do coaching with you. So that can be done. So that's actually quite a straightforward. But obviously with the benefit of Experienceify and the buy-in is that you will be able to set up points so they can collect points so you can actually track where your students are. So if they haven't interacted after, say, a couple of weeks and you want to give them a reminder, that you'll be able to set up an automation to say, hey, how are you going? Do you need a little bit of help? And all that sort of thing. So that can be achieved. Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. That's all I needed to know is that I could set it up that way.
Absolutely. You'll be able to upload the videos and get everything all organized. So that is a very simple answer. Yes, you can do it and you can have a lot of fun with it and just keep the student on momentum. Yeah.
Well, I'll be back when I have more questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But in the meantime, I'm just actually going to drop my contact details in the chat. So if you want to grab that, Coach Doris, I do private coaching as well. So please do let me know if I can help you map it out and how you would like to do that. So no problem. Just let me grab chat and I'll drop that in there. And I see Hamilton has joined us. Hamilton, welcome.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome back.
Yeah. Actually, I'll wait till I'll wait. But I do have a question for you.
Sure, no problem. No problem. We can we'll come back to you in a moment. So I think Bettina had her hand up and she was actually the very first person to be in the room at 1:45. So how about Bettina, let's answer your question. Or let's get the confusion untangled.
Wonderful, thank you. So I have two questions. One is, we used to have your mission, if you choose to accept it, block in the home page.
Yep.
And what happened to that? I don't see it in the homepage anymore.
Okay. So you can customize your homepage entirely to see
Mary
what
Parrish.
you like. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Somebody's got their audio on.
Okay. All right. Bettina, you can actually customize your homepage. So have you actually got your course open? Do you want to share with us so I can walk you through that, or do you want me to
Fantastic.
share
Yes,
my screen?
I'm in the very beginning part of that. Okay. I've got so many windows open. Oh, sharing is not turned on. I just sent your
That's
request.
okay. No problem.
So this is where I've been working. And there's been some confusion for me about how to edit and how, when I'm in this tab, like right now, the counter is working. I've put in some information, and this thing about welcome preview student, I'm assuming that when people sign up, their name gets automatically dropped in there.
Yes.
For the welcome. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Betna, I think what are you looking? We're looking at your preview page, aren't we?
I suppose, should I go back to home and
Yeah, please. We need to go into your
Okay.
page builder so I can show you how you may need to go re-log in again. Let's just go backwards. Yeah. No, I think that's going to reload I think it's going to
Okay.
reload preview for you. So if you log into the
Okay, I'll go back. I have another place. I think because of yesterday, I closed a lot of pages so
that's
that
okay.
I would be able to share.
Yeah,
So
sure,
this
no problem.
So can you see now I'm in the home page?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've just been so confused about how to edit this. I know Murray is so excited about all of the things he's added since I've been there, but for me, it's been quite confusing.
No
And
problem.
so
We can get that's okay. So Bettina, how about if I share with you? I think everyone can relate to multiple hundreds of tabs that you can no longer see what you got.
yes,
Yeah, that you got, what you have open. So I think, yeah. So if you wanted to hop out and I will, if you stop sharing with me,
yes,
Bettina, I will share my screen with you. So I'll show you where
fantastic.
you can add different, just to start. What you're looking at, sorry, I'll just make sure I open the right one. Oh, what am I sharing here? Stop.
It doesn't always want to share where we like to be.
Yeah, apologies. Here we go. This is the demo course. So I think what you're looking at, Bettina, is you're looking at a front end. So in order to customize your homepage, you have to go to step number 4, page
Right.
and templates. And
Right.
to customize the homepage and to add in the block that you want, your mission show you choose to accept, or any block that you wanted to add, you have to customize this page. Okay.
Right.
And I think for everyone that is actually doing the first time setup and building, don't forget to go and customize your homepage, all training, single training, and I will highly recommend all modules as well. So Bettina, this is where you need to go, but that's get you unstuck on the homepage first. So if you just go into edit this, on your end, you will see that, sorry, it just takes a moment.
Yeah, I
So,
listened to
so
Mary
yeah,
several times about all this.
yeah. So you want them to check off your mission should you choose to accept it to have point system here.
Yes.
Then you will need to go into the action area here, and then you can actually grab one of these blocks and drop it in, and you will be able to customize the where to go here. Is this what you're after, Bettina?
So this is an action block. So basically then I would just write in your mission if you choose to accept it is da da da
Absolutely.
da da
Yeah,
in that
absolutely.
block.
That's
Okay,
correct.
great.
Yeah. And Bettina, to edit this block, so it's not typical, click on the screen and edit. So you will go into edit content here, and you will be able to edit on the side block here on the
Right.
left-hand side. Sorry, I am
Yep.
just going to quickly change my cursor size so it's a bit easier to see when I'm doing demo. Just bear with me. Let's make it. Okay. So on the left hand side here, so this is where you can change and you can add more actions in this block, and you'll be able to obviously customize the size and everything else. So does that help you get untangled a little bit?
That is helpful. So then what happens when I'm done editing a certain section and I hover where it says edit content, that goes away and I have to X out and come back in order to do more editing. Or sometimes I can't get to another block without closing out of whatever I've been in. So is there a simpler way to be able to scroll up and down
The block?
to edit? Well, it appears so far that when I'm in a block, all I can do is edit that block and it doesn't let me go anywhere else anymore.
Okay. So so for example, if I just make a quick edit here. So, and then I will just close this block.
So you have to close the block every time in order to go anywhere else.
Yes. So if you wanted to, so if you wanted to edit the content for this block, just think about it as a container. So this block is its own container, will contain everything in this block. So once you finish, you can go to the next block and edit the next block, but you will be able to do multiple editing sequence in this particular container. So it's like walking into a room, rearranging one room, you have to come back out of the room to go to the next room to do the same thing. So if you think about it like that, then that will be easier for the brain to accept and understand how that works. So and I do actually find when you have several of the same block is actually much easier when you have to close out of one, then go to another. Otherwise you edit on top of what you have already done. Don't worry, I've done that several times and that's not very nice. I was like, oh no, oh my God, I've edited the wrong thing. So so in many senses, this is actually quite nice.
Okay. Great.
So but you will be able to so just for the sake of if you edit more actions and things like that, you will be able to close these and keep editing that particular block until you finish and you close, and then good practice, hit save as you go. So you have saved everything that you've done.
And then if I want to take something out, so for example, underneath the home page video, it says there's a transcript, but I don't really want to do a transcript for it. I didn't see a way to get that.
Get rid of that, no problem. Okay, so so if you go hover over the block on the right hand side here, can you see my cursor?
Yep.
Yeah, so just delete the block.
But is that true for anything that you've, I tried to do it and maybe I didn't hit the right thing. It's also very confusing going back between Go Plus and Experientify because of So I might have gotten confused, but
For sure.
I wanted to take the transcript out and I tried to find a place to take it out or change the name or something, and it just wouldn't do anything.
Are you, sorry, quick question. Are you talking about in the actual course or on the homepage?
On the homepage, underneath the video, it
Yep.
says transcript, and I
Okay.
don't need a transcript for that quick
Yep.
introductory video.
Sure.
And
No
so I
problem.
wanted to take that out,
Yeah.
but
So,
I couldn't take it out.
okay. So say that's in the homepage. Okay, cool. So here you will be able to, every block has the function of being allowing you to delete a particular block. So your transcript will be sitting at its own little block. So you will be able to take that out. So just click
So
that
do I
button.
just hover over it? That's what I thought. I would just hover over it
Yep.
and then I could delete it,
Absolutely.
but it wouldn't do it.
So so that doesn't remove for you? Is that
It
what you're saying?
didn't.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe give it another try and just make sure you
Okay.
hit save, because if you didn't hit save change at the end, it will reappear because changes has not been saved. So just this is a critical button when you're editing pages to make sure you keep saving, and the changes will appear. And sometimes it takes 10-15 minutes. So when you refresh and preview, it takes a little.
Oh,
So maybe that is what, just it takes a moment. It doesn't take long, but sometimes I have actually added something and I go straight into preview mode. Sometimes you can still see it hasn't quite done it, but give it another go. I believe it will take out the block that you wanted to take. So that should be pretty straightforward.
fabulous. And then I have another question. So with the videos, is there anything in particular how the videos have to get dragged and dropped
Not
into? Okay.
Absolutely not. So actually, that's not true. Sorry, I will retract that. For your courses, I will. That's actually deal with the homepage. So in particular, was this one block. You have to just add the homepage front. If you wanted to upload a video, you do edit content, and this is where you will upload and change the video in the thumbnail.
Okay.
Okay, so everything on the single page that you wanted to edit is you're working on the sidebar. But obviously, when
Right.
you're in the course, it's slightly different.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
so,
yeah, sorry, you go.
no, that I think I got that. So I basically just, when I want to edit this, find the video on my computer or find
Yeah.
the link for the
So
video,
what you
stick it
will,
in there.
yeah. So what you'll do is I won't remove. I can remove this actually, no problem. So you will have to upload it here, and just pop this in. You'll upload here and then choose the video that's right for.
So I need to drop my video into the media gallery before I can upload it.
No, because you can actually do it simultaneously. So when you're ready,
Okay.
you just go up, open that tab and then
Okay.
go upload media right here, and then I will upload while you're doing it. So you can choose the right video.
Fabulous. Okay, and one more totally separate question for doing a custom domain. So I have Bettina Joy hosted on Go Plus, and then I wanted to reduce the name of the Experientify IO just to me, but then I was scared. I was doing this, on Sunday. I was like, uh-oh, if I can it be an Experientify and Go Plus at the same time, or can this particular domain only be used in one or the other?
Sorry, I'm not quite following.
Okay, so everything in Experientify has my name on it, and then
Yeah.
it says Experientify IO, and then the name of the course.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And what I would have liked to do and started to do and then got scared was my domain name, Bettina Joy, is hosted now on Go Plus and is
Yep.
used for all of my Go Plus activities.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make slugs after it to,
Yeah.
you know, do as many as I
Absolutely.
want. If I were to use my domain name in Experienceify as well, and so that I can get rid of the Experienceify IO because it's such a long thing and nobody can remember it or type it.
Absolutely.
Is that possible, or would it interfere with since I already have it on Go Plus?
I do highly recommend, and I believe that is that's also recommended that you set up a subdomain to so what I have done for us is that is actually do course dot your domain name so that you know this is a course. So you can actually, so what you do is actually you go and set up a subdomain from your you know, where the hosting, and then you take that subdomain and use it in Experienceify. So that way it is still your domain, but it is I actually believe Bettina, there is actually a training on this, so I can potentially, or have to look up and find that for you. But if you drop your email for me, I can actually send you an email after our session and point you to the video if you like.
Okay, well, we did get information in Go Plus how to set up a subdomain, and I think it's kind of very similar to Experienceify, but maybe I'll just put my email address in the box.
Absolutely. And I think because if you have your Bettina, if you have your domain hosted in Go Plus, you just need to set it up there and take the subdomain and put it into student. Oh, sorry.
Our intern just told me that it's unstable. So can you repeat? You say if your domain is hosted plus, and then you blinked out.
Okay, so if you set up your domain subdomain in Go Plus, that you will be able to actually take that subdomain once you set it up and pop it into in the account section of the so hang on, let me just
of
quickly.
Experienceify. I mean, I don't care where I do it because the subdomain of courses is only going to get used for Experienceify, so I probably should just do it there.
Here is where you pop it. So you're in an account and go to your school. And this is where you put your subdomain, and then you will be able to connect it. And so you'll need to do a few things. So that's why I think it's better if I actually find that video and send it to you. And so, yeah. So if you drop me your email and we can do that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. I know there's lots of other people, so I'm gonna shut up. I have endless questions, but I'm gonna shut up so other people can
No, we always have questions. Questions are good. That means we're moving forward. But we do if that's okay, we jump on to Susan, and I'm sure Iris probably have questions as well. So Susan.
Where's the picking power for your
first of all, I wanted to tell you that last week when you told me I was having trouble with it seemed like the emails were not going through. And you said to make sure I was in the right email account. That was the problem. So thank you for that.
You're most welcome.
The only problem that I have still at this point, and it's kind of weird, I don't know quite how to investigate other than maybe creating another student email to test with and going through it all again.
Yep.
When I went through it last week, I got to the second, there's 3 lessons. I went through the first one. When I got to the start of the second lesson, it told me I was 80% through with the course, which wasn't true. But I went ahead, and then when I finished the second lesson and started the third one, then it said I was 50% through. So something's not right there, and I'm not quite sure how to investigate that.
Okay. So I think Susan, actually something really easy to do. You can actually always you don't have to create another email for yourself. And you have two choices. You can either remove yourself as a student completely and re-add yourself, so you can start the whole process again.
Okay.
Or you can actually start the tracking process again. So you can actually reset. I'll show you. Yeah. I'm just going to share. Bear with me. I'm just going to find the right one. So I'll just do it to myself here. So, okay. So you can click on, if you go into students and go into the course, and you can actually reset course points. So if you hit that,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so you can do that, or you can actually remove yourself from the course. Sometimes I find that much cleaner. So you can actually re-add yourself once you remove yourself, so you don't have to keep creating email addresses. Otherwise,
Okay.
you'll be, will end up like
So
me.
if
I have like 9 email addresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I reset the course points,
Yeah.
then I go through the whole course again to see whether the points are right that time. Is that
Yeah.
what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
All right.
just click reset.
I will give that a try
Yep.
after I have my supper.
Yeah. So just give it a go, and but alternatively, option number 2 is remove yourself as a student and re-add yourself back in again. So that way,
Yeah.
I just find that sometimes is much cleaner. So you wiped all the data that's related
Right.
to you. So
Yeah, and I did that last week. So I was able to do that. The problem I'm still having is when I go back to try and do something, sometimes it takes me a while to get to the right screen to do it because it just feels really complicated still to find out where everything is. So
yeah.
I suppose eventually I'll get used to that. But right now, sometimes it takes a while to figure out how to get to what I'm trying to find. So
Absolutely.
but I appreciate the suggestion of just clearing the points, and I will give that a try. Thanks.
Give it a go, and if that doesn't work for you, then just remove and re-add, because you can stay on the same screen. So immediately after you remove yourself, you can go and add yourself. So just while you're in the student account. So that's actually fully straightforward. So you don't leave the screen, then that way you don't have to find your way back.
Okay. And then if it still is causing a problem, I'll reach out to support and see, if they can tell what's going on. So
yeah. And sometimes, Susan, depending on where you're building your points, just make sure that you actually have the XP points. Sometimes when you actually haven't allocated an XP points, that you could look like, just make sure the XP points are attached to the checkout points.
Okay, because I do have, I think that's in the second lesson. At the end of the second lesson is when I'm asking them for the feedback.
Yeah.
And I put that in as XP points because it's not really required.
Yeah.
But if they want to get the bonus, then they need to do it. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
So and could it be picking those up by mistake maybe and thinking
it shouldn't. XP points is not part of the main completion of the course. Okay. So, but that and where we were looking at, so just in the student area here, that you should be able to see how many XP points versus. So these are, you should have 2 of these columns. So it shows them. So maybe you're looking at one and then you're looking at another. But just bear in mind that there are a few different point systems. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really looking at it here as I was going through the course as the test student. I was looking at the timer bar at the top, right? Yeah. And that's where it told me I was 80% through, which I wasn't, so. Yeah. So just have a little check because if your total point, for example, is 10, and you have actually gone through, and then your additional points are XXP on the second lesson, but you have actually got your majority of your XP points on the on session 1, and you have gone through, say you've taken 8 of those points, and rest of them are remainder of 2 in the second session. That will not count.
I'll look at that, because I know what the total is, but I didn't look at how far along was I at that point.
Yeah. But your XXP points
if
will.
I was at 80% at that point, it shouldn't have gone back to 50% when I moved
No,
on
it shouldn't have.
lesson,
It shouldn't have.
right?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. I will do some troubleshooting on that. Thank you.
No problem. So that you're happy, Susan? We have a happy Susan? Awesome. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, so Iris.
Hi guys, I don't have any particular questions. I am very involved right now with doing the outreach and the marketing part. So I've been fully immersed in content and creating the spine. So I'm not actively using it right now. So I don't have any thing that has come up. There's been a bunch of things that come up, but I write to the tech people and they've been responding. So nothing urgent on my mind.
Cool. Wonderful. All right. Well, happy marketing. So, happy course marketing. So good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. And Bettina, congratulations on your EFT course. I just started a tapping series as well, and I'll be hosting them bi-weekly. And I had one on Sunday on the full moon, and it was just amazing, very powerful. Not a lot of women showed up, but that's why I have to do a lot more marketing.
Yeah, and
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'd love to see what you're doing, Bettina. If you can drop a link here and I can follow your page, your course, and I'd love to see how you do your tapping, your EFT.
Absolutely. And I'll be glad to invite you to the next class or whatever. I just had my second free class and I have a lot of other things I'm also doing, but yeah, I'd love to connect. So I'll drop the link in and you can also contact me directly.
Okay, great. Yeah, because that's a point that I'm still kind of working out. I want to charge for it. I want to charge for the whole series, like a membership, like a subscription membership, but I'm still not quite ready to communicate it as such. So, yeah, that would be something. I guess I can ask you this question, Becky, since you have some
Becky, I have a
experience.
question. Oh,
Yeah, just
thought you
quickly,
were
how are
finished.
you? Sorry, how are you charging your courses, Becky?
so what do you mean? How am I charging?
Meaning, like, do you have different price styles? Like, you have a price per course? Do you have like membership subscriptions?
Okay, we used to actually have a year-long subscription for one of our coffee training courses. But it's actually a more ongoing training. So there's a way to do that. But for what you wanted to do, I think Iris, you were talking about last week, that you were talking about doing because everyone will have access to replays, and it doesn't matter when and where they join, that they will get everything on the course, right? So it doesn't really matter. So you are actually essentially putting you're charging them the same price, doesn't matter at the entry point, right? So I think it's just a one course fee, and then that way, or you can charge subscription if you wanted to, but then where do you, if they come in and say workshop number 3, how are you going to price that? That will be my question. As long as they have access to you and they have access to the course materials and the replay, I think that would be okay, because you can price it at whatever you think. You can always offer a discount, as we talked about last week with Bettina. So you can always create a discount code saying, because we're halfway through, you have missed something, so therefore I'm happy to do while you're doing the marketing, you can say on the special when you're live hosting live sessions. So yeah, so
Great. Thank you.
yeah. So does that help?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
just depending on what you wanted to achieve, Iris, I guess. And on the marketing notes, it's actually, I think, constant. And sometimes even when your course is not, or workshop is not actually quite ready, you can always do very short email marketing, like knowledge drops and things like that. Just little tiny bite sizes of, you know this. So you probably don't need me to go through it with you, but you can always build up the anticipation to the actual launch. It's totally worth it to start early. So,
Great. Thank you.
cool. Okay, I see we have a couple of hands up. Okay, I don't want to say your name incorrectly, but you've been waiting so patiently. So is that Kirsty? Sorry,
Guilty.
I am Kilty. Sorry, apologies.
Guilty. Yeah. No, you're grand. Think of guilty with a K. Guilty, guilty.
Kilty. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am today is really my first day kind of digging into this. And wow, there is a lot of information. So, but I'm putting together the list for Marina to help to kind of put it together.
Yeah.
And I this is so I'm way back at the beginning here. I have my practice is Dr. Kilty Oberlin, and I work with people with eating disorders, disordered eating, body image.
Sure.
And I've been doing that one-to-one for years. So now I'm putting together a group program for people in mid-level recovery. So they're not in crisis, but they're not free.
Right.
And
Sure.
you know, it's that awkward middle stage. So I'm trying to get Go Plus. My domain is hosted with a company. I'm in Ireland with a company in Ireland.
Sure.
So I've been trying to get that linked with Go Plus, and so that's where I'm going to do the CRM stuff, which I'm also trying to learn that. But I'm calling the course or program rather experience Healing Pivots, and I bought the domain a few months ago.
Sure.
And I would like to have multiple courses. Like I have, that I reach different levels of recovery and for carers and what that. And I thought I could put all of that under Healing Pivots, but then would you recommend that for a school name? Because they had that question for school name and what's your domain?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
overthinking this?
No.
Or-
Sorry, Hamilton, I do see your hand up. We are going to get to you, so just bear with us for a little moment. So yes, Kilty, absolutely we can. You can use that as an overall domain. So every other course will come with a subdomain as you set up as the course name. So, for example, I've actually called I give that a subdomain of a school called course.mesuccess.org. Basically, that will be our subdomain. So every course that we run out of my school, which is course.mesuccess.org, comes under. So it will be Mission AI, AI Adventure for active retirees, or volcano course, or all the different courses we have. Once you start to put in different course names in the back end there, I'll quickly show you. Actually, that's probably easier to show you rather than me telling you. So are you seeing the sharing screen, Kelsey? We good? Okay. So I have set up, hang on, just let me go to account. So this is where I set up the subdomain in here. So that's basically the prefix of all our courses. And sorry, I'm just actually going to telling me my internet is a little bit unstable. I just put my hotspot on just to make sure we don't drop out. So every course I create, for example, this one. So it takes a little bit to load. it might be, okay. So when you go into create basic information, so see how this is the course page? That's your school name. So every time you create a new course, you'll get this, and you can change
Okay.
this. So that will not
Okay.
matter. So you can use your overall subdomain you have created.
Okay.
Does that help? Did I answer your question?
I think it does. So you are suggesting to call this, to go ahead and call the school Healing Pivots, and then each course underneath it have its own name.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
And
okay.
Kelsey, what you can do is, because you're going to have to create a subdomain for this anyway, right? So
Right.
you might as well call that school dot healing pivots. You know, that way that is a school for everything under your school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's school dot healing pivots.
Yeah, so you have to create a subdomain for that. So you with your domain area, which I can actually also drop that in for you, Kelsey. If you share your email address afterwards, I will send that to you and Bettina, because you both need to learn how to do this if you want to do it yourself. So that way you will be able to go and actually create that. So
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So really right now I'm just it's just getting my head around it. I'm just going to keep showing up here and learn
absolutely.
from everybody else, really, because you're all ahead of me right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So did we help a bit, Kelsey, in terms of, yeah? If we have a bit more time, we can look back and you can ask more questions if you've got more questions. But Hamilton has been waiting very patiently. Hamilton.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I got another meeting. I thought it started at 5:30. It actually starts at 6.
Okay. Okay. So we still have 15 minutes.
Basically,
So yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I just need to know how to add people to my course.
Yep.
I haven't put it together. I know what I have to do. The course actually starts on the 9th.
Okay.
Can you show me how to add the emails to my course?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what else I would need to do from there?
So,
That's good.
so if you go
I'll take some screenshots while you're doing that.
Yep, no problem. So I'll go slow. Just tell me if you need me to go back. So if you go to course, obviously, and oh no, sorry, my apologies. I'm talking about go to students. Here.
Okay. Hold on one
Okay.
second. I'm just gonna pick that picture real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
So
got
student
it.
here, and go to add on the right hand top corner here.
Where is it? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I have made my cursor as big as I possibly could without it not being functional.
Sure.
So
Sure.
if you go to, you got that?
Oh no. Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I
You
got
good?
the ad.
Okay.
Okay.
And you go
Thank
to
you.
add, sorry, I'm just going to move everybody over here to the left-hand side. So go to add student.
Okay.
And so
Got
you
it.
put in the first name, last name, and email. Text message is not compulsory. But if you do want things to be automated via text message, like sending out messages, reminders, and things like that, you do have to have a phone number in there. Otherwise, the text message function will not work.
Okay. Now, is that an extra charge?
I don't believe so. I don't
I
believe
thought you
so.
had to have some kind of like special, like you had to write something up or something like that and have your website. But keep going, keep going.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
not saying I can drop you a question to your answer about the extra charge, but I am not entirely. Yes, I believe you have to have a two-way phone number to be able to do that. I'm just sorry. My apologies. I get a bit confused sometimes with Go Plus and Experienceify, just because two systems both send out text messages. Can I drop you an email about that just to confirm
Yes,
that for you?
please.
I believe there is a two-way. You have to get a two-way phone number in order for it to work. Yes.
Okay.
So there will be. So it will be the cost of actually having that two-way phone number, so they will be able to reply to you as well. So
Yeah, so it's LC or Trulio, and from what I heard from Sebastian, that's a bit of a project. So
yeah,
it's not the easiest thing. So if you're in a hurry with something, I opted out of that since I was completely
yeah,
overwhelmed with everything else I was
yeah.
learning.
So you can just actually turn it off in the back end when you're actually doing that, so that that text messages don't go out. So, but if you wanted to
Okay.
capture their phone number, you can put it in there and just make sure you, when you're setting up the automation, which I believe you have, you can just turn off the text message function so it doesn't go out as text message, just goes out as an email.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
so after you put in first name, last name, email, and you can go and choose a course that you want to allocate them to, and then add students. But
Hold on.
just bear in mind, as soon as you add a student, your first automation of the welcome email will fire. So if you just wanted to, so if you want to check your automation to make sure that it is what you want them to receive as a first contact with you.
Okay, okay, so if I have automation in Go Plus, would it fire from there, or do I need to have automation in Experienceify?
So if you were to add new students in Experienceify, that will be the Experienceify email to go out. And Go Plus will send out Go Plus's email that you set up in there with all the different trigger, but you have to actually set it up in here as well, Hamilton.
Okay.
For the
So
if you enter them as sorry, go.
So is it the same? Okay, so just imagine I don't have Go Plus. Is
Yeah.
there an email system in Experienceify that I
Yes.
can
Okay.
Can you
Let
show
me-
it to me?
Okay, so just add students, and that will start the automation of the emails. Okay, so
Yes.
I'll close out of here. Okay, so just going to in course. So Hamilton, just go to your course here, obviously, and then you go to Experience Engine in step 5.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and so we open in here. So this is where you start to edit all your emails and automation. So start student welcome email when if the course is if added to the course and things like that.
Okay.
So you click,
Now where is the email? Where do I put, where's the email? I mean,
okay, so if you
that it was.
click on this, so you get to choose who goes down this path, and so you'll set it up anyway. If you don't already, you're not already using a template, because some of these things, if you have used a template, that these emails will exist in the back end.
Yeah, I don't have a template yet.
Okay.
So
So if you click on here and student welcome email,
okay.
student notification. So,
Okay.
and so if you click on this, Hamilton,
Yeah.
and that will actually, it will come up in a moment. It just loads, and this is where you edit your email.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have the first email, so I can do that.
Yeah.
But I don't have any other emails. I mean, I just typed up I just typed up the first email of what I want to say, but I don't have any other emails.
Sure.
Oh, there's
Sure.
a magic link in there.
Yeah. So, so something like this, that you will be able to, Hamilton, is that if you wanted to add these curly quotes, just go / and you will be able to actually bring it up.
Hold on, slow down for me. Just keep that right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
got
if
it.
you in the email, in the body of the email, if you hit / and that goes across the platform for everyone. If you ever wanted to grab a magic link or these curly quotes to actually bring in the first name or last name or anything you want that's pre-built, that's you hit / and that should actually bring up what you can actually bring in, like your email, magic link, course names, and all these different things that you can actually insert.
Okay.
Okay, so right here.
So could you just explain, Becky, I thought that the initial email is going out automatically, and when you said we do a / in order to add a magic link, wouldn't that disturb whatever is going on already? Because I thought it was all automated once the student is in with their email and address. If we mess with it, then we cause a conflict, so I'm confused
Okay.
now.
Is that it's Bettina, isn't it? Bettina,
Yes.
was that you? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Now Bettina, that is you do actually, yes, the template, if you are using a pre-built template from Experienceify, yes, absolutely. The email is set up with things like this, but you can always add or take out. For
I see.
example, in here, there's no magic link. So what I can do is, for example, I'll just go magic link. You do have to, Bettina, I will highly recommend that you go in here and edit the email, because sometimes there are placeholders in these emails. So you probably want to check this first, Bettina. So if I did this and then I go back / and I grab magic link. So that will, now this email, once I hit save and close, this magic link will appear in the email.
Just to that particular person, or is it the same magic link for everybody?
Magic link is, so with these curly quotes, everyone will have their own email, their own email address, so that will pull from each student that you have actually entered the email.
Okay, great.
So yeah, and then so they will have a unique password and they will have a unique magic link. But the little funny curly quote is actually to brackets is to actually bring in that information for each and individual student.
Perfect. And I just assumed that it was automatic. And when you said, well, you have to do something, but the magic link isn't automatically in there. So we should type in magic link and grab it in order for them to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to check the email or the template that you're using. But if you do want to add a magic link, absolutely do that. Do anything else, customize your email. You can add pictures before and after. And you can do all sorts of things to your emails as you see fit. So, over, and then I can go add. And so
Hold
if
on
I hit,
okay, I'm ready.
okay. So you can actually add content. So you can add images on the right hand side here. So for example, images, you want another heading, a button, anything you like, you grab and you drop. Okay, so and then you will be able to, and you click on this, and then you'll be able to insert an image or anything, for that particular one. That's an image block. So that's how you do that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool.
And now when do I start?
We had Hamilton and Bettina, and for everyone as well. Last week we had a issue of all the emails to the students went to the coach. So that's make sure this is set to student, okay? Otherwise, if you had me selected, all the automation email, you'll get 50 of them or 60 of them. They will all go to you and not go to the student. So, okay, that's what we had last week. So just make sure that this is select to student, and make sure you hit save and close, because if you don't, that email will not save and it will default back to what it was.
Where do you see that it's going to go?
Those details.
When is it triggered? Is there in here somewhere where it says, okay, it's going to go in 2 days, or it's going to go?
I'll go back and show you that. So we do not want to save or close. We don't want to save this. So I'm just going to close out of here. But please make sure once you edit, hit save and close. I've lost emails when I was doing them. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just adding a whole lot of details. I know you didn't ask this, but I just think you wanted to know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm just going to get out of here. Okay, so we're back to Experience Engine 5. So here. So this is where you set up who goes down. So here. So if you set up a new
Hold on 2
automation,
seconds. Okay. Give me 2 more
okay.
seconds here. Okay, go ahead.
So if you set up a new automation, so we're just gonna say, okay, add a new experience. So you can actually set up, because Hamilton, you see, you don't have any preset in the back end. So have a
Yeah.
look, and you can actually build your own. So first time login, no login after X amount of time, or student login. So you have different selections, or
Okay.
when they're added to the course, or however
Okay.
many points they have earned. And so these are all the different options that you can choose.
Okay. Okay. But there's no date. Where's the date go?
Okay,
Like
so
I wanted to open up on I want to actually send it like in a day or two for Sunday's kickoff.
yeah, if you scroll down,
Oh,
future
okay.
dates and time.
Okay.
Okay, so you select
Okay.
that. And one other thing, Hamilton, is that you wanted to make sure that your school is actually set to the right time. Okay, so you have to go back to your account and make sure that it is set in your time zone. Otherwise, it will fire Central Time, I believe, is the default time.
Okay.
So
Okay. So it defaults to Central Time. Okay.
no, I'm saying that you have to go and actually make
Confirm.
changes.
Yeah.
And to your profile, so it is actually running on your time. So, but it will convert, it will automatically convert for wherever students logging in from. They will be able to see that in their time. So,
Okay.
yeah, but at least you're not having to do conversion every time. So just make sure that's set to your timeline, or whichever timeline that the students that you're working with is majority of them are wherever they are.
Okay.
But I think it's just much easier you set up for your timeline, because then you know the time that you're working with.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
okay, cool. All right. Have I
Yeah.
answered your question, Hamilton?
Pretty much so, and I gotta go. So I'll try
Yeah.
it today. Probably try it tomorrow, and then
Cool.
I might send you an email if I have an issue.
Yeah, sure. No
But
problem.
thank you
No
so
problem.
much. I appreciate
And
it. All right.
sorry, Hamilton, just one really quick before I let you go, just to change the time. It's just on, if you go into account
Mm-hmm.
and go right down to the bottom, and you will be able to select your time zone, your account time
Okay.
zone down here.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Get that set
Yeah.
up before you start setting up automations. Otherwise, everything will go out of kilter.
Okay.
Okay,
I will do that. All right.
cool.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
You're most
I
welcome.
appreciate it. All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye, Hamilton.
Bye.
Cool. I'm going to stop sharing and bring everybody back. How are we feeling? Cool. So I hope I've been helpful today. Any other questions anyone wanted to have? I know we're on the hour, but I'm happy to take one more question. Quick one, though. Yeah,
Good.
Kirsty.
Thank you. Thank you. Where should I begin? Because I wasn't sure. I got the email from Marina with those forms, and but should I just start beginning? I know I have another email somewhere. I hadn't had a chance to look at them yet, but to begin the course that, there's sort of like like tutorials. I don't want to play around and mess anything up, but I also am trying to get the backbone
Yeah. Okay.
ready. Yeah.
So okay. So have you actually mapped out your course of what you want
I
the
have
course
it.
to look like?
I have it mapped out, but I don't have like the specifics, like I'm going to put this template, this exercise, but I have the framework mapped out, the modules and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I think start actually because with a formula you can actually start to fill out all that information. So once you start filling out all that information, and then you can go, okay, so I want to allocate a video to say training 1, and or video to training, or no video for training 2 because there might be a live session or whatever it is. You just want to be very clear for yourself for your sake,
Mhm.
otherwise this can get really confusing and messy, is to actually write out, I want to give them a handout on this particular training. I'll in the beginning of the module, I'm going to give them one handout for all trainings for this entire module. So it is entirely up to you what you wanted to do, to give them materials, resources, and things like that. So that way you are also making a list of all the things that you want to give to the students. And you don't necessarily have to have all the videos right at the beginning. Kelsey, just because you're probably looking at this giant thing and going, oh wow, I have to create 10 videos for this and 20 things for here. So but what you can do to say, literally write a note to say video is coming, or just put a placeholder video. It could be the same video and then you go and replace them over time, rather than overwhelm yourself in content creation, because this can get overwhelming, and just so you can work through in the stages.
I was hoping to deliver live, mostly live.
Yeah, absolutely.
The first round anyway. So
yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully that'll go fast. Should I have slides prepared? Would that be helpful but I can do that in the live.
Yeah, you do that in the live session. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So, but I mean, if you wanted to share your slides, you can always have that as a downloadable if you wanted to, as a PDF. Obviously, you don't want people to edit your content, so you probably want to do that in PDF format anyway. So
right.
So you can have that as a downloadable if you wanted to, or you have handouts or whatever. So just so, as long as you're really clear about each session and what it is. But sometimes I do actually find that confusion comes when we talked about when people talk about, oh, my first session is, but just remember there is a place where the students will end up as the homepage. So homepage is different than your first module and your first training. So you wanted to think about something for welcome. So what do you want them to achieve? The welcome video is always great, Kilty. So it's just something to think about, welcome to the program, and it's really nice to have you here, or something like that, just to welcome them and tell them that they have actually taken that first step, or something like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you. This was great.
Cool. Awesome.
Yes,
I'm glad I've been
amazing.
helpful. So
Amazingly helpful, all those details, and I really appreciate the extra stuff that you put in. Just wondering, as far as how to drip content when we don't want all of it to be there at once, or in my case, I don't have all of it at once. Can you just remind me, because again, it's so much more complicated than it was when I did my course here years ago.
Bear with me. Just get this refreshed.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So I am looking at my screen. I'm not staring at blank. I'm just waiting for it to load before I share.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what you can do is, I do highly recommend though, that you have everything set up, even though the session is not ready, because you're still creating as you go. What you do is actually put a whole lot of placeholder images in these modules. So they look like they're there, but there's nothing obviously in there, as you're still working in progress, working as you go. So what you can do is, I am in step number 3. And I'm in the first module, for example, and training number 1. So say training number 1 is released, Bettina, and and I go into training number 2, and I kind of go, oh, I don't really want them to see this, right? So so what I can do is go to release time.
Okay.
Yep. I click on here, and then you can choose the release date and time.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And then, so you can just keep a lot. They will see the placeholder, but they cannot actually access that training or that module.
And that would be the same for the bonuses.
Yes.
Perfect.
Just keep them locked.
Fantastic.
Just keep them locked. And then for the first one, sometimes, automation can get overwhelming in terms of, after X days, after this time. And because pilots, one thing, because I work with a lot of pilot launching course. So with this is actually, sometimes it's actually easier if you just keep them all locked and release them as you go. That way, and then you keep a track for the next course. So, in 2 days, I want to release this. And that way you can actually log everything. And so you release the things in timing, because everything about pilot is all about learning in progress, right? So, so you just work through it and then you can record it. And when you're building the second one or making it better to improve it, so you will actually have that log to say, actually, I don't want to release this before 3 days, because that's how long that took everybody to do that exercise 1, for example.
Fantastic. Thank you. We'll
Cool.
let you go. We're past the hour, but thank you so much
No
for
problem.
explaining that.
Cool. All right. Well, happy testing and happy building, and good luck,
Great
Kilty, and
learning
welcome.
from everybody else. So I appreciate it.
Cool. And Susan, drop me an email if you still have trouble too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Have
Bye.
a wonderful evening. Bye.